It has been almost 3 months since I posted a video, so I do apologize for that. I'm gonna try to put out more content. Hopefully, hopefully not taking 3 months at a time. But it's been really busy, so I got a lot to talk about. But for the purpose of this video, like I made this video just to show off my new setup, my new computer, the desk, like the whole like basically what I did with my office, what I did with my old computer. So I'm gonna run through that really quick, and then at the end of this video, I will kind of just go on like a little tangent about everything that's happened over the last month, the rebranding of my channel. If you've been here for a while, you notice that all my other videos have a different intro, and I'm using the name Mr. Porkchop. Now I've kind of switched over to Chewy. So I'll explain all that at the end of the video. If you're new here, I would appreciate you subscribing and liking the video. Um, up to 400 subscribers now, so thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, and I'll do my best to keep bringing good content for you guys. Today's gonna be a little bit different than most of my other content. It's gonna be kind of like a fun video to kind of just show my setup, and I'll give a sneak peek at the end as well to the next video that's coming up, which will be kind of another like tutorial video that you guys are probably used to seeing. It'll be like an additional video. Well, it'd be like an extension of the last video I made with C++ in that character game. I added more to it, and so I'll go into all of that later. But for the purpose of this video, if you guys like, you probably saw some of the pictures in my intro, which is like my new computer, new setup. As you can see in the background here, I got my mini fridge, my heater, and like a bunch of stuff on the walls and stuff. Um, right here is going to be the star of the show. That's my new PC. As you guys can see in there, you might recognize that. That's the 4090. So super excited about that. I'll go through like the specs of my new PC. Um, and then over here, you can see my old PC. I basically set my old PC up for my daughter or my wife. They're both kind of using it, and that way we can game together, and also just kind of I got some educational stuff on there for my daughter. um, but yeah, so the old PC has a 1070 graphics card, a Ryzen 5 for CPU, 16 gigs of RAM, and a um, 500 gig SSD for the main drive. And I think I have 1 terabyte for the hard drive. I don't remember if it's 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte. It's one or the other. Um, and then for my new PC here, it has 64 gigs of RAM, the Ryzen 9, and the 4090. Um, so yeah, I mean, and you guys might recognize this PC. It is a pre-built PC. I bought this one just like right off Best Buy. Um, and the reasoning for that is like I know a lot of people will be conflicted on this. I'm waiting for all the comments to say like, "Oh, you wasted your money," or "You spent way too much." I did build my first PC. So this one, my old one, I went down to like Micro Center and just like bought all the parts, built it, with a lot of help from my buddy actually. So got a shout out to Ramont. He helped me a lot with my first build. But the second time around, some of the reasons that I went with a pre-built one is because, first of all, it was just really convenient. Like you're paying for the convenience of just not having to go and buy all the parts individually and take the time to build it. Um, but the other main reason was just trying to find like a 4090 anywhere to be that was like available. I just couldn't find it on most like pretty much anywhere I looked. They were all sold out, or you had to like try to get on like like say come on some kind of waiting list, or just be really lucky and find it when it became available. Um, so I don't know if you guys, feel free to have some discussions in the comments about this particular subject, whether you guys prefer to build your PCs or buy them pre-built. And if you are building your PC, where's the best place to get the parts? Like, where do you find the parts that you want, especially if they're like the latest and greatest parts that like are just not really available in your area. So I'd love to hear about that. If you, whatever you guys got to say on that matter. Um, Also, like, what are you guys using, and what do you use your PC for? if you notice in my intro, I try to like incorporate all the different things that I am interested in right now and things I may do videos on in the future. I do want to kind of bring some more gaming stuff to my channel. The vast majority of my channel right now is tutorials, specifically inside of like things that I learned during college. And now that I'm done with college and I'm working full time, and I'm working at a gaming company. For those of you that don't know, Brawl already is an indie game company based out of Montreal, Quebec. This is like their emblem for like BR1 Infinite, which is their flagship game. Um, and that's the company that I'm working at right now. I'm working as a project manager, not specifically like a game developer, but I am working very closely with the game department. And it is one of the things that I'm going to try to be helping more with and trying to learn more. It's like really great to have access to a full development team, because I am learning a lot just working alongside them, even though I'm not coding with them each day. I am learning a lot from them and learning a lot about like what goes into building a large scale game, especially a multiplayer game. And my hope is to one day move a little bit, move like out of the managerial role and more into a development role. And that's something the company is open to as long as I develop my skills a little bit more inside of Unity and C Sharp specifically, which are two things that I really did not learn anything about in school. So yeah, that's my plan, and that's kind of like where I'm at right now in my career. Um, but yeah, getting back to the PCs specifically, I'm using this PC for one, game development, which Unity is pretty taxing on your machine, especially like depending on what you're doing, how many instances you're opening, if you're running like parallel sync or headless builds, and um, I'll try to get into, I'll try to get more into that as I gain more knowledge in it and kind of share some stuff with you guys. The other thing that I do is like obviously for YouTube, video editing. Again, pretty can be pretty taxing on your PC. And then also gaming. Like I love to game. Obviously, I'm working for a gaming company. I've been gaming forever, and I really, really love the power of this machine when it comes to gaming. I also, one thing I didn't share with you guys is my monitor. I don't know if I can see it from here. Can you guys see it? Maybe I can like lean it forward a little bit. Yeah. So like this is um this monitor that I bought is I think it's like the Oculus. It's an MSI Oculus. I can drop the link in the description if you guys really want to see it. But this particular one is like a 360 hertz monitor. I wanted to get a monitor that had a really high refresh rate because a lot of the games that I'm playing right now are FPS shooters or third-person shooters, the shooters in general. So like having that high refresh rate really helps. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the PC goes. I do have like obviously this other monitor, and then the monitor I have on my old PC is a 4K monitor that I bought along with my old PC. At the time, I was playing other games that like I didn't care so much about the refresh rate. I really cared about like how the graphics and how it looked. So that's why I bought that one. I also have like these headphones here. I don't even remember what brand headphones. I think these are Corsair. Yeah, these are Corsair, but I don't remember exactly like the model number of these. Let me know if you guys really want like a more in-depth, like an in-depth explanation of all the gear that I'm using. Like, if you do, I can take the time to actually put all of the links into the description or something, and that way you guys can see every item that that I have. It might take a little while, but I could do that if you guys are interested. I really just kind of wanted to show you guys and go through the specs like the main PC, and just kind of show off the office and stuff. Um, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it as far as the computers go. And like the main talking point of this video, which was the Ultimate Gamer setup for like daughter and son. Um, so so we'll move into the next talking point, and how I'm gonna close the closing point for this video, and that is the rebranding of my channel. So as you can see, I have the Chewy neon sign over there and this sweatshirt that says Chewy. Thanks to my wife, she is awesome. She bought these things for me. Um, like you guys can see, especially if you've been around for a while, a lot of my old videos have Mr. Porkchop as the intro, and they have I refer to myself as Mr. Porkchop in all those videos. I'm going to be changing over to Chewy, which is something I used as a gamer tag for a very long time. It's also the nickname that everybody that I was in the military with gave me. So I was in the military, everybody called me Chewy. It doesn't have anything to do with Chewbacca from Star Wars. I know, sorry to disappoint you guys, but it actually has to do with like how people used to mispronounce my last name. My last name's French, and it starts with a CH, and like everybody used to mispronounce it and say something that sounded similar to Chewy. So eventually, people just started calling me Chewy, and that's why I have that name. And I'm gonna move over to that just because I use it, like I said, as my gamer tag and pretty much everywhere online, like on my Twitch, my Discord. Yeah, pretty much. Mr. Porkchop was the excuse me, was the original name that I used on my channel, and that's because my wife calls me Pork Chop, and I call her Lamb Chop, so those are like our pet names, so it made sense at the time. Um, but now that I'm going to be incorporating more of like my gaming side into my channel, I did want to have my my gamer tag match up with my channel because it looks kind of strange if like you're showing gaming content or showing something, and like your gamer tag is Chewy, and everybody's like, "Well, I thought you were Mr. Pork Chop." So that's the reasoning behind the name change. Also, the one thing I wanted to mention before I closed out the video was the intro. If you guys are interested in how I created that intro, let me know, and I can make a video on how I did that. It was really easy because I didn't do it from scratch. Like, there's a website I can show you guys if you're interested, where you can go and download templates, and then basically it's just drag and drop the images. Like, it's really cool, super fast. The website does have like a free trial. It's not one of those things that you can just go and download from. Everything, unfortunately, requires you to like actually sign into the website and create an account. And but this one does have a 7-day free trial, so like you just have to remember to cancel it before that 7 days is up, or they're gonna charge you. And it was pretty expensive. It was like, I think, $39 a month if you do monthly, or it was like $200 a year if you did the annual plan. So yeah, I would suggest if you're just doing it like for an intro, like I did, create an account for this just to get the 7 days free trial. You can download as many as templates as you want during those 7 days, and then just cancel it before the subscription charges you. But yeah, I can go over that in another video if you guys are interested. Just let me know in the comments. I'll probably do it anyway at some point, just because I thought it was really cool. And yeah. Oh no, wait, one more time, one more thing. I wanted to go over I just give you a sneak peek of the project and where it's at. So let me go ahead and open up Unity. Yeah, I'll show you kind of where the project's at, and then in the next video, I'll try to go over. Um, I didn't record myself building this section of it, so it won't be like a step by step by step, but I can show you the different items in the game, and then kind of give you a review of how I created it. I'm going to shorten it. I'm not going to have it like the last one where it was like an hour long and you guys had to sit there and watch me painfully create each item. This will be just kind of an overview. I'll stop at each item and let you know what's what. But let me see here. Here we go. Yeah, that's good. All right. So this is the game where it's at right now, and if you saw my previous video, you'll notice that my character looked completely different. It was this one down here, which is just like well, I'm not gonna put him in there, but it was just like this little square. Now my character has like a little bit more personality, I guess. Also, before it was just like a square box, and there was like, I don't think there was any colors to it. Maybe there was, but either way. Um, Yeah, if you see now, my character moves a lot better. The camera actually looks a little better. You can see this cannon shooting out these little balls, and then if you hit the balls, they kill your character, and then you get to respawn. So I will go over the whole, I'll go over basically all the additions to this project the best I can in the next video, and yeah, hope you guys are excited to kind of learn C Sharp and Unity and some game development stuff. I think that's pretty much it. So, okay, if you stuck around for this video for this long, thank you so much. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll be back bringing you some more great content. But that's all I got for today.